I've always heard from the Bible, from people at church, that you should keep yourself a virgin until marriage. But they never really sell you on that. They never really sell it to the average individual on how and why you should do that. Now, obviously, us religious people can say that it's God's will, God's decision, God wants us to do that, so we should do it without question. I get that, but for the average individual, it's very, very hard for them to grasp this concept. So in this video, I'm going to aim to explain why an individual should wait until marriage, or at least what decision to make in the dating market, whether you should like wait until your marriage, wait until you're more successful so that you start dating higher quality women, or should you find a woman now that like you can bring to the top with you. Those are the biggest questions, right? Now, the first point here to make you reconsider is a limiting belief that everyone has. Everyone believes that, oh, you should get experience before you meet your wife so you know how to fuck or some shit. I'm getting experience, yeah, I'm practicing, yeah. But why don't you practice with your wife? Think about it. If you are a virgin and your wife is also a virgin, wouldn't that be so much more of a interesting, fun and relationship building activity for you guys to do? Wouldn't that be so much more wholesome, and it would probably make your bond in the relationship stronger, wouldn't it? Because you two don't know what you're doing and you're literally learning and growing together. Another thing with this point is, if you think about the current women you think are good to date right now, maybe they're not so high quality. They aren't the mother of your children, right? They aren't capable of being this fantastic mother, this wife of yours, this soulmate of yours. But you're just dating them for the momentary pleasure, this instant pleasure, the now, right? Think about what you're getting experience in. You're getting experience in, as much as I hate to say this, a lower quality woman. And there is literally lower quality men and women, right? It's commonly known. There is lower quality, there is higher quality for both men and women. So with that in your mind, what do you think you are actually getting experience in? You're getting experience with lower quality women, and how these lower quality women act are gonna be different from the mother of your children. Significantly, right? The mother of your children, think about it. She's innocent, she's useful, she's very enlightening, she makes you happy all of the time by just literally seeing her. She has all of these good morals, family virtues, she's a good housewife, etc, etc. Just, you can make your own list, right? Whereas the woman right now, they may have some trauma from having like 5 previous boyfriends that didn't treat her so well. And so that's ingrained in her mind permanently, that men are like a certain type of way, but you're not this certain type of way, right? And so you two like get in this relationship, you and the lower quality woman, right? And you're getting experience with a woman that probably is gonna leave the relationship at the first sign something is going wrong, because of her previous like 6 relationships that have made a psychological small change in her brain to think that men are like this toxic thing, and she doesn't need men, but then she's attracted to men still, and that can rub you the wrong way as well. It can influence you, and that psychological fucked thing in her mind, it can make you have a psychological fucked thing in your mind as well, to think that all women are like her. And in which case, if you think about this on a long scale, this is just hypothetical, but if you think about it, if your brain's fucked from this interaction with the low quality woman that you're getting experience with, that will translate to your future wife, wouldn't it? That would actually lower the quality of your future wife, because you now are a different person. And the wholesome, the housewife, the good mother of your children gets replaced by some other woman that you expect to be something like this lower quality woman that you are dating now. And another way to think about this is outside the realm of dating completely, and that is with your work or your business. I hear a lot of young people and a lot of my friends, they say that they're going to get some work experience. But what are they working in? What are they getting experience of? I have this friend, right? And he's an Asian guy like me, and He said he's just getting work experience, but I'm pretty sure he wants to do more in life. He wants to go to university and shit. Just the classic Asian parent thing of wanting them to go to university and getting their qualifications, right? But he's getting work experience in getting a 9-to-5 paycheck at a Chinese restaurant serving dishes, being a waiter. Think about that. Bro's getting experience in working as a waiter rather than his grand goal of fucking being a doctor or some shit. How is that work experience? And so maybe a better choice for him would be to actually go and work at a hospital as a, like, the lowest type of, like, a fucking janitor or some shit, just to see how people run, make friends with the doctors, and actually get a sliver of work experience, true work experience. Now the second point is, it degrades other people's wives. But think about this. The woman that you are thinking of dating now, this instant pleasure woman, lower quality woman now, if you are gonna date her and you know it's gonna end, this woman may very well have a high chance of having a husband in the future. And for you to go and date her now and dump her later on just for instant pleasure, you may be disrespecting her future husband. You may be lowering the quality of her for her future husband to handle later on. This is a form of disrespect to her future husband, and the best thing you can do here is treat her with respect. Treat her with this chivalrous white knight type of energy and aura and communication style. Tell her that, oh, sorry, I can't do this relationship, and just tell her with effective communication on why you don't think this relationship is a good idea and what you are doing with your life, to sort of reduce the amount of bullshit, psychological, fucked up things in her mind. To maybe add a good guy in her multiple experiences with multiple terrible men, to make her think that there is actually good men in this world, and therefore saving her future husband's wife and saving her. Now the third point is soul ties with people you fuck. Now I've always noticed that in these young ages where you have boyfriend, girlfriend for the first time ever and you fuck, and I've noticed this with a lot of classmates and a lot of different friends. They meet a girl and they become girlfriend, boyfriend, they fuck, and they become extremely close, and they are literally like inseparable. They have to do everything together and they are bonded very closely. And this is simply because of something spiritual. This is like a soul tie with people, every single person you fuck. And the more you fuck, the less your soul gets tied to like the people. So for example, the first time you have sex with someone, it's like you're super tied with them. You're super with them. And then it gets to your like 50th woman and you aren't as attached anymore. You don't get attached anymore. You're kind of just like fucking and then going, fucking and then going, fucking and then going, and then by the time it's like your 100th body count, you're not even capable of love anymore, basically. Now the fourth point is sex gets boring over time. This is another limiting belief, right? But what if I told you there is a whole plethora, a whole industry, a whole other part of life that is on how to make sex better between couples, how to deepen the connection between you and a woman so that you literally become one. You become one with the light, like some shit out of this book, right? And I'm not exactly sure what I just said, one with the light, but it's in that book. And the more I go about life, reading that book, watching people like John Wineland explaining the masculine and feminine sexual energy polarities, the more I understand that there is more to a relationship than just fucking and fucking ejaculation and then sleeping. There is a whole lot more than just that typical, stereotypical sex that lasts like fucking 20 minutes. But most of the time, why people say sex gets boring over time is because the relationship gets boring. In fact, it's probably a relationship issue. It's the polarities issue. It's the masculine and the feminine issue. And it's also a lack of mystery and a too much time together issue. Now you lose polarity by spending a little bit too much time together over a long period of time. You lose it by failing all of the shit tests because you are spending so much time together. And if you spend too much time together, you get used to each other. And you may also be sacrificing a lot of your time that you should be focusing on your purpose, your work, your ambitions, to spend with her. You're saying, oh, okay, I won't go to the gym today. Oh, I'll spend time with you watching Netflix in bed. Oh, honey, don't leave to the gym. It's just 5 more minutes in bed. You, by doing that, and you by literally staying next to her, sure, she'll be happy in the moment, but deep down she may have lost some respect for you. And woman, this is a quote from fucking Red Pill. I'm not a big advocate for Red Pill, right? But it makes sense. Women fuck men that they respect, not that they like or dislike. A woman can literally hate you, but if she respects you, then she will actually fuck you anyways. And another thing with sex gets boring over time is the mystery aspect of it. You don't have any longing for each other anymore. If you're together all of the time, you don't have this desire, this big desire that builds up over time. So for example, if you leave her for like a week or like three or 4 days, you will begin to build up desire to see each other, right? And then once you see each other, you have so much more presence to focus on each other. So much presence that literally you feel that she is the only thing that exists in the room, and she feels that you are the only thing that exists in the room. That is how much presence you can achieve by creating days that you are not together at all. Not to mention, with all of these days that you aren't together, you get to work on your purpose. Because you get to work on your purpose and you get to fulfill it a little bit more, you get to see your lover when you eventually meet in a better light, because you don't have all of this work shit in your brain. Oh, my business is failing. Oh, I should get that video up. No, you've already uploaded like fucking 5 videos, or done your spreadsheet, or run the ads, and you can fully embrace her and think about only her without any bullshit thoughts in the back of your brain thinking about work. And that will be so much more of a better relationship, rather than the motherfucker who literally, oh, okay, I'm gonna stay in bed with you and watch Netflix. Oh, okay, I'll skip the gym today. So when should you actually date a woman? Or when should you fuck? When should you marry? What is the best option to go for here? One option is you find your day one girl now. And obviously you can't go and search, right? The best thing you can do is just focus on leveling up, focus on your charisma, focus on your confidence, focus on your physicality, focus on your work and your passion and your ambition. You don't want to go and actively try and find your day one girl, right? But essentially finding this day one girl that is here from the beginning, here seeing you struggle, here seeing you broke, and you bringing her to the top of you, and you marrying her at the top, saying we've made it. That will be a very, very beautiful relationship, and that is something I got from Iman Gaji. It's an idea I got from him. The second option is wait until you've accomplished a little bit more, and then you can find a higher quality, more beautiful woman to be with in the future. Once you're more successful, once your sexual market value is through the fucking roof. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. In a bit.